Wow. The relation between money and power, everybody knows it. You learn this when you're a child. Money, think about this. I mean, money drives the vast majority of decisions that a lot of people make. A lot of people, what you do when you get out of bed in the morning, a lot of times is driven by money. We know politics is driven by money. We live in a capitalist society. The capitalism has eaten up our democracy. So we are more capitalist than we are democratic in America. You can't become president of the United States unless you got at least $1 billion in the bank or somewhere, right? So money is very important, not because having money in itself is some sort of rewarding or fulfilling thing. I don't care that much about money, but it is because I care about money that I'm able to live in a way where I don't care about money. Does that make sense? Right? So what I really think is that all this conversation about, how your vote is your power, it doesn't mean that it's a wasted discussion. Votes matter, but votes don't matter if there's no economic power behind those votes. Right? That's the thing. The ability to go vote and get this political power without having a backing of economic power is like having a driver's license, but you can't even afford to buy a car. If you have a driver's license and you can't afford to buy your own car, then you have to go borrow somebody's car. Maybe somebody will hire you to be their driver. But you never actually have the same free will that a person with a license has when they actually own the car. That person has self-determination. They can decide where they want to go, when they want to go, how long they want to go there. You can't decide any of that because even though you know how to drive the car, you're only allowed to drive when somebody lets you, and you're only allowed to go where they tell you to go. So, so that's similar to like how you have all these black students that go to college and learn business management, but ain't got a business to manage. That's kind of some would say putting the cart before the horse a little bit. So, I would say for black folks, they can think what they want about voting. I've made my position clear in terms of, you're not getting my vote unless you impress me in terms of putting black people first on some part of your agenda. But I don't tell people what to do in that area. I just tell them whatever it is that you choose to do, you almost can never go wrong by having economic power as an underpinning for whatever it is you choose to do. The economic power is it's like having a bouncer or a security guard around, like if my 9-year-old goes out and tries to do something, it's one thing if she tries to do it on her own. There's only so much she can do. She's a 9-year-old girl, right? So she's not very tall. She's not very physically imposing. But if she goes out and tries to do something, she's got her daddy behind her, then that's a whole different level of power that she's going to have, right? Just due to my presence, right? So it's like, I don't care what you're trying to do in your life, but having your daddy behind you is going to help you do that thing more effectively. So I don't care what you're trying to do in America or around the world. Whatever it is, though, having that economic power behind you is going to allow you to be more effective at achieving that goal.